Ladies, you know what time it is. Y'all came to talk about that what?
Dick!
Y'all love to hear about that what?
Dick!
Y'all love to suck that what?
Dick!
Y'all some freaks. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the microphone, one of the legends of male review, the innovator of the pie show, the one who had you sneaking across the border to Canada, six-time Danny's Dancer of the Year. I'm the Chuck D After Dark podcast with strip club stories, nightlife, music. Here he is, the legend. Make some noise for the one and only Chuck D. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get uncensored.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chuck D. After Dark podcast. I have a very special guest today, one of the first ever females on my podcast, and she goes by the name of Siren. So make sure you hit the like and subscribe button on Chuck D. After Dark podcast. This is a beautiful young lady. I know her very well. I've known her for about 3 or 4 years now, maybe a little longer. And she's going to discuss some of the stories that she's been through, and we're going to take it over with her. She goes by Siren. Say hello to everybody, Siren.
Hello, everybody.
Man, what a voice. I love her voice. I love her look. Man, beautiful young lady. So, how I start the podcast is I always talk about how and what got you started in the business. When did you know and what got you started, and when did you know that you wanted to be a dancer or an entertainer?
So, originally, I didn't think about dancing, right? I walked into a club and I talked to the manager, and the manager was like, okay, no problem. You want to be a waitress? That's fine. Fill out this form. And so I filled out the form and everything, gave her my ID, and she was like, okay, you're a dancer. You start tomorrow. And I was like, okay.
Hey, I came in to be a waitress, but next thing you know, now I'm on a pole.
You know?
Hey, I love the enthusiasm, right?
And I immediately looked around and I saw the other girls on the stage, and I was like, I could probably do that. You know, this is fine. Everything's fine.
That is awesome. I've done that a couple times too. I'll be like, hey, you want to be a waitress? Next, we're a little bit short on girls. Hey, why don't you go on stage just for fun?
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, they're twirling around the pole. Next thing you know, they're having fun. They're like, they do their first lap dance or two because the guy seen them on stage, and they were supposed to be a waitress. And I'm like, hey, you got to start. I want to dance now.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want a waitress, because a waitress might make $100, $200. A dancer might make $500, $600.
Mm-hmm.
And then you weigh out the money, and then all of a sudden you're like, I don't want to be a waitress no more. Is that kind of similar? Well,
So,
you didn't even get a chance.
I didn't get a chance. No, I really wanted to be a waitress, and the manager was like, "No, you're a dancer. I can see it." I was like, "Okay, you must see something. Something I don't see."
That's awesome. So when you got started dancing, right? And the first time you ever went on stage, everybody gets like so nervous. So when you went on stage for the first time, was you nervous? Did you have heels? Did you have outfits? What did you have to do?
Yeah, so like that night that I went into the club originally and was told, hey, you start tomorrow, I immediately went to Adam and Eve, and I was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to get. Do you guys have any idea what I should do? And what's really funny is I got my heels, I got my outfits, I got like a couple of outfits to try on, see if I liked them. And one of the girls that worked at Adam and Eve, she was like, oh, you're going to need a butt plug. And I was like,
A butt?
what?
I love it.
Like, how? In what world would I need one of these? And she was like, yeah, the men get really grabby and they want to put their finger. I'm like, no, I don't think that's how it is. And
Damn, that's how they sell stuff at Adam and Eve?
Yeah, that's how she was trying to sell me one. And I had no idea what she was talking about. Nobody did. Even the other girls that were working there, they were like, what is she talking about?
That is crazy. So they just said, hey, I think you're going to need a butt plug.
Yeah, it was crazy. And so I declined politely and went to my first night as a dancer. and I was very nervous, but luckily it was a day shift, so there wasn't a ton of people there. It was like a couple of customers and like a few girls, and I remember getting on stage and the music was like, I don't even remember what songs were playing because that's just not, it was not.
They just gave you anything.
They gave me something and I was working with it, right? I was too fast. I was very nervous, so I was too fast, and
Off rhythm.
Off rhythm. Well, I was on rhythm, but it was like I should have gone a little slower, you know.
That means you were a little nervous.
I was a little nervous, but I did really good. Manager said I did fine, and I enjoyed myself a lot. I made a little bit of money because there wasn't a lot of customers, but made a little money, and I was like, this is more money I've made in an hour than anywhere else I've worked. So.
And where was the first club that you worked at?
The very first club that I worked at, the club, was Subi's.
Okay, Subi's Place. Shout out Subi's Place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's my home club. You know, I am a general manager there, and I love that place. I love the people. I love the people I work for.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very good place. You know, it's been around since 1968. That's a long
wild,
time.
yeah.
A long time. So when you first got started, do you remember your first lap dance?
My first lap, I don't remember my first lap dance. It was all a blur. I do remember a few. I'm a very sensual dancer.
Yeah.
I don't like the you like the type mentality. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I want to make you feel good, and I want to make you love me.
Very
for
sexual.
Me, you know,
Yep.
very
You want to make the guy feel good as possible.
Yeah,
right?
Without overstepping boundaries. And
yes.
I kind of like rode that line of like, what do you want me to do for you?
Right.
And I think that's what made me so popular was because I was.
One thing about it, you was very
consensual.
professional.
Yeah.
You know, like that's one thing about you. You was classy, professional. You were seductive. You always knew what to do, how to make a guy feel good. I know that for a fact because even on some of my off days, I'd be like, Siren, can I get a dance? You'd be like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd give me a dance, very clean, very sexual, very nice, like never tried anything with you. You never tried anything with me.
Yeah.
It was just always a very nice, seductive dance, but you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
And like, where did you get all of a sudden to know? And when you knew what to do and what made the guys feel a special way like that, did that come at the very beginning or did you have to like gradually know what to do into it?
I think that in the very beginning, I was unsure of myself. Not because I was self-conscious about anything, but because I wasn't sure what people would want from me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of intimidating when you first start out. And I understand that 100%. But the first couple of days, I was like, wow, this is something that I'm really good at.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really good at making people feel good.
Yes.
And I just ran with it. I just did what I felt was right, and it worked for me.
See, that's what I did too, is like when I danced, you know, at Danny's in Windsor, I knew what to do with the girls. I knew what buttons to push, what they liked, what they didn't like. Like once I found my niche and I knew how to make the girls feel good and be sexual, seductive to where they'd want me even more.
Yeah.
And once they wanted me even more, they'd spend more money on me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember one time a girl offered me like, I want to take you home. And this is when we didn't have Facebook and Instagram and OnlyFans and TikTok and none of that, right?
Yeah.
So the only time they got to come and see us was at the club, right? So it's a little bit different now, but I remember one time a girl, I mentioned the podcast for offered me like $3,000, right?
Okay.
But a French Canadian guy goes like, Chuck, if you lead them on, act like you like them, be sexual and seductive with them, don't take the money, because once you get the money and you do that for them, like have a sexual encounter with them, the money will stop because they already got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was I would try to lead them on as much as possible. And then once they pushed me too hard, I'd just keep going to the next person, next person, next person. So I don't know if that's same situations that happen in certain other clubs or whatever, but I would try to be the most sexual person I can without doing anything with them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, on my end. because once I knew if I had had sex with that girl or whatever, I knew the money would stop. Little behold, the money never stopped because I didn't have sex with her. She offered me $3,000. So that was, man, I was like, do I want this $3,000? But the French Canadian guy goes, Chuck, don't do it. You'll make more money in the long run.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that's one thing. And that's one thing about you is you always, I seen you talk to guys, lead the guys on where they just give you money. And I was like, man, this girl's got it. She knows what she's doing. And that's what made me even draw to get like some dances on my days off from you. And I'd be like, Siren, you want to dance? Well, yeah, okay. And you were always so nice to me. And you was always so polite. And that's what guys want. When guys go in a club, right? They don't want to talk about your problems.
Yeah.
They don't want to talk about, oh, my bills are due. My phone bill's due. My baby daddy did this to me. My baby daddy did this to me.
Yeah, searching for pity.
Yeah, my husband did this to me. Oh, my phone bill got shut off. When a guy comes in the club, right, he wants to feel good about himself because he's coming in there for a reason. He's going through problems and issues at home.
Yeah.
And he wants to come in there, see a beautiful girl like yourself, maybe get a couple dances, have a good conversation. And if you give that good conversation and you keep him good company, he's going to come back and see you.
Absolutely.
Do you agree with that?
I agree. I think that a lot of times these girls, like, over the years, I've noticed that sometimes they'll be talking about themselves for hours to this guy and wondering, why am I not making any money? I'm like, he wants to talk about his problems. He wants to talk to you and escape his world.
Yes.
Not come in and be like, oh, this girl's got so many problems, I'm going to give her money. No, that's not how that works.
See, that's... And see, I wish everybody could take a piece of your book there or page and follow the script because it's very simple. You can make as much money as you want in a nightclub, dance club. It could be a bar. Just be there for the person because they're obviously there for a reason.
Yeah.
They're just not in there just to come have a couple beers. They want good conversation. They want to see beautiful ladies. They want to feel good about themselves because obviously they're going through situations. They might have lost their job. They might be arguing with their wife, girlfriend. They might be self-conscious to where they don't think they look good like they used to. Some of them might get overweight. They don't feel good about themselves. And they're coming in to an establishment to look for that attention.
And at the end of the day, they are just people. And I think that people get lost in the sauce and kind of don't realize that these men aren't just men coming into a strip club. They're men who are people.
Yes.
And you have to treat them like people.
Yes, I understand.
So many people, so many girls treat men like they're trash. And I'm like, that's not how that's not how you make money. And two, that's just bad manners. Like,
and I've seen some girls like be like real mean to customers, man. And I'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing? Don't talk to him that way."
Not everybody likes that. Some people do, and I respect that. But not everybody is gonna like that. And if you want that from me, I'm not gonna give it to you because I'm the sweetest person I know.
Yes, and one of the sweetest that I know, and that's why we've always been friends. We've always got along. I remember one time I didn't see you for like. I remember it was like a year or something, maybe a year, I think. Might have been a year. And I was like, where's Siren been? You know, she was so nice, so pretty, very nice. I'm going to call her. I said, Siren, what are you doing? You're like, I'm working at a gas station. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
You remember? I was like, I need you to come back and work for me. I need you to come back and work for me. You go, I'll think about it. You know, maybe I could do a couple days. And then you came back, right?
Yeah.
And then I think you worked for like another year. What it is, it's like I see kind of like a pattern with you. You work like 7 or 8 months, take about 3 or 4 months off.
Yeah, it's like stocks. They gotta get in when it's good and then dip out before it's bad.
Yes, but it seems like you got it down.
Yeah, absolutely.
It seems like you got it down to a science. Like you'll come in, work 3, 4 months, make your money, get in and out, take a good break. You know, still do your career. Because right now I think you're business partners with another partner on a business, right?
Yeah, I actually work for Dogs and Divas as a dog trainer.
I like that. Dogs and divas. Shout out dogs and divas
Shout out
out
to
there.
Dogs and Divas in
Yes.
Southgate.
Okay. And I seen some literature that you posted on Facebook. It looks good.
Thank you.
What like when you started getting in that type of business, right? Is that because you love animals? I mean,
So really, my goal in life with the dog training is to help people, because a lot of times people don't have that help with their dogs, or cats or any animal really, and they need an expert in that field. I've been training dogs since I was 18, so about 12 years now, almost 13, and yeah, it's definitely something that is more driven by I want to help people than it is about the money or about liking the animals. Because most of the time, I'll have to be honest, I don't like the animals as much as I like helping the people.
right, yeah.
And people always assume like, oh, you must really love dogs. I'm like, I love my dogs.
Yes.
But I really
understand.
like helping people with their animals because, like I said, they really just don't have that much help. And then I come in and they're like, I have so many problems with my adult dog because we did X, Y, and Z and we didn't do this right, that right, whatever. And then I come in and I'm like, okay, well, this is what your dog's telling you. This is the body language of the dog. And that's that. Like, this is how you fix it. And usually within 1 or 2 sessions, the dog is a completely different dog, usually within the first session.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good. That means you're doing your thing.
So they pay $50 to have a brand new dog.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever got bit by a dog?
I actually have. My dog bit me.
Oh my God, because probably it smelled another scent from another dog, got mad?
She's a puppy, and she has puppy teeth, and we
Ooh.
were playing rough, and she turned around and she went, "Rawr," and I was like,
She bit that ass. And you were like, whoa.
I was like, you're in timeout now. And she's like, I'm sorry. She
Oh,
gave me
man.
kisses and everything.
What
She was
kind
fine.
of dog?
She's a husky.
Oh, a husky.
Yeah.
They can be aggressive sometimes if they're not trained properly. Is that true?
Any dog can, really. It's if they're not trained properly, if they're abused, if they're left unattended, they can just be the worst type of dog ever. And she's really good dog. She's got husky mannerisms. She barks all the time. She does the ow wow wow, of a husky.
Right.
But I have been bit by another person's dog a couple of times. It's my fault every time. It's me not doing what I need to do. I'm not listening to the dog's body language, whatever. One time I was working at a dog kennel, so it wasn't even like a dog client of mine.
Mm-hmm.
But I had dropped the leash, and like an idiot, instead of grabbing it with my foot and like moving the leash towards me to pick it up, I just bent right down and went to pick up the leash, and that dog thought that was me threatening him or her, sorry.
Oh man.
And bit me right on the face, gave me a nice little nose piercing.
Mm.
But like I said, 110% my fault. Like, that was not on that dog. That dog felt scared, and I reached down in front of it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. I remember one time I had a Rottweiler and he was in the front seat of my Mustang, and then Rottweilers have bad hips, some of them,
Yeah, when they get older, yeah.
So it was about like 11 months, already 130 pounds. I had his about as biggest I've ever seen. I named him Tyson. Tyson had his head out the window, but he was so big that his back was almost in my lap.
Oh.
I'm trying to drive, so I'm trying to move his hip. Tyson turned around and his teeth were like right here growling at me, right? And I was like, oh my God, please. Just let me pull over to the side of the road, calm him down. Because I hurt him. I didn't mean to. You know what I mean? I just tried to scoot him out of the way.
You nudged him a little bit.
And he turned around. His teeth was growling at me.
And Rottweilers are big growlers. They're big babies, but they
But
do
I had
growl
never
a lot.
seen that from him, though.
Yeah.
That's what made me nervous. So,
For sure.
So you also worked at Subi's place, right? But you
Yep.
said you worked at some other clubs and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
And on some of the other clubs, did you like working there, or did Subi's just felt like home and you wanted to come back?
You
Did you like
know,
the other clubs?
for a minute, I was working at another club, and it was because I knew the owner, and he kind of got me into it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I absolutely hated it. I didn't like the customers. They were very rude, disrespectful, and the girls were so catty, and I was just like, this is, for a day shifter like me, not it. Just not it. And so
Oh man.
I always go back to Subi's because it feels like home.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's so respectful. The customers are great.
Mm-hmm.
I've only had like a few
Incidents.
incidents
Yeah.
um, where I was uncomfortable, and I would take the being uncomfortable over another club any day.
Right. So some of them definitely made you uncomfortable. They might have been a little bit too aggressive, but
Hmm.
you backed off. And some things that might have happened maybe at another club, like we discussed before we
Hmm.
started doing this interview, and you never felt that way, at Subi's place.
Right.
And one thing that I want to get in the conversation is you said something earlier to me that kind of hurt me. And when you told me that, man, it's like, wow, I didn't know that about you. Do you want to bring that to life?
Yeah, I just want to give a quick trigger warning about the R word and molestation and stuff like that, because in this industry, it isn't a matter of what if you will be violated or
Mm-hmm.
for lack of better words. It's not it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, because
Right.
it's in the nature of the environment. People get lost in the sauce. They
I like
get
that
drunk.
word, lost in the sauce.
Yeah, they get lost. They get in their own heads. They get drunk. They get
And they think they
belligerent.
can just treat you any type of way they want
Exactly,
and,
and
and be too aggressive
the
or
customer is always right mentality, where they just
no.
all manners go out the
You work for
window.
me long enough. Anybody disrespects any type of my women,
Hmm.
and they let me know about it. I don't care who they are, how much money they spend. They're dealing with the consequences of stepping overboard with the people who work for me.
Right.
I've always tried to defend my workers, but then I know also too when the girls are trying to get down on the customers. Like I've seen girls go back and try to give a dance, do one dance and say, "Oh, you owe me $50." It's like who is going to give $50 for one dance? I don't
Yeah,
understand that.
it's 3 minutes of what?
Yeah, so $50 for one song. And I tell the girls, I was like, look, charge what the proper dance is, $20, right? In the long run, you'll make more money.
Not
But if
just
you go back there and try to say, oh, you owe me $100 for this song, they're going to look at you like, what? $100?
Yeah, what do I owe you for? Yeah, not just that, but if you do good, you will get tips. And I think that's what people don't realize is that a lot of the times, if you do a good job on that one song and you only charge them what you are owed,
Mm-hmm.
you will get tipped for that.
You'll get the money anyway.
Right. You don't have to say, "Oh, you owe me $100." You could say, "You owe me $20," and then they'll be like, "Here's 50, here's 80." Like
I've seen guys literally, guys that you've been very nice to or whatever, whatever. Siren, oh, you were so nice. Thank you so much, man. And they'd give you $100 bill right
yeah,
there.
just
Just,
for existing.
just, and that's what I try to get to some of the younger generation girls. They try to make money so fast. They over want to charge the customers and try to get down on the customers because of situations that they put themselves into. And them situations, because you're behind on bills, car payments, house rent, you can't take that on the customers
Right.
because it's going to be a bad situation, either way. Now you're overcharging them.
Mhm.
Now they're going to come to complain to me, and then it's just a bad situation all the way around. So,
Yeah.
like you were discussing, guys try to overstep their boundaries with you.
Mhm.
And then you said the R word, which is rape,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
You've been raped before. We're not going to get into the details of it, but this young lady's a beautiful young lady, right? and somebody raped her, right?
Yeah.
That's not why she got in the industry, but it's just happened. And it happened during the industry, but not at some of the clubs that you may think, some of the other clubs that she did work at, and I'm not going to mention their names, but some guys took advantage of her.
Mhm.
Management didn't do nothing about it,
Yeah.
and that's not right.
Yeah, I mean, they were basically just like, yeah, it's the industry, and I was just like, oh, okie dokie.
No, that wouldn't happen on my watch.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I promise you on that.
Unfortunately, it wasn't on your watch, but yeah, it's unfortunate that men will get drunk and then think they can do whatever they want, or they don't listen.
I couldn't even begin to tell you if you come and told me that.
Yeah.
I think I'm a very nice person, but if somebody does something like that, then I'm going to get very upset and I'm going to handle it the proper way, and it's not going to be good for the guy.
I did get like an awkward encounter at some point where the guy came back in after, like a couple weeks after.
Wow.
And I didn't confront him directly about it. I just kind of looked at him like, you know what you did. And he
Mhm.
apologized profusely. And I was just like, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
you
if
can't
that is-
use liquor and alcohol as an excuse to
Right,
step
yeah.
your boundaries over somebody.
That's
You
why
know-
it was so awkward.
Right. You can't say, "Oh, I was drunk and I was too aggressive on you."
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, girls were like that with guys. They'd get
Oh,
drunk.
I've seen it.
They would get
I've
drunk,
seen it.
and they'd get so drunk. You tell them not to touch you, and they would just want to grab on your dick and yank it like it's a Play-Doh, like it's a toy.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that it would hurt us, but they're laughing, drunk,
Mm-hmm.
giggling, thinking it's funny, and it wasn't funny at all. You know,
Yeah.
they'd grab your balls real tight, hold it, and act like it's funny, right? And then the whole bachelorette party be laughing,
Right.
right? And they didn't understand that they're actually hurting us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'd be like, hey, don't do that. And like I said, at Danny's, we had a sign above that says, no touching, it's the law. Them girls did not listen to that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, even in the reverse of that, some of the girls at the club will get super aggressive with the guys, the customers. And I'm like, you can't be so aggressive. That's one, not how you make money. And two, what are you doing with your life right now that you
Yes.
feel entitled
I've seen
to
girls
do things like
be
this?
real aggressive, even at my club. I've seen girls be real aggressive, and I tell them, hey, let them walk in the door. Let them be
Yeah.
greeted. Let them sit at the bar. Let them order a drink. Let them look around. Let them
Yeah.
see the show for a little bit. Let
Also-
them see how many girls there is working. No,
Yeah.
as soon as they sit down,
It's like
you're right in front of
fast.
their face. And now they're like, and then they're being so aggressive with them.
Mhm.
Like I got in a girl's ass the other day, right? Guy sits down, right off the rip, orders a $25 drink, didn't even ask them.
Mm-mm.
They come over, sit the drink down on a napkin, and tells the customer, $25. He's like, wait a minute, I didn't order nothing.
Right.
Oh, well, the girl you're sitting with did.
It's like consent doesn't matter. Like it's crazy to me where like I will personally, and this is my advice to anybody who is either looking to get into the industry or otherwise in the industry. If you just ask the guy, hey, do you mind if I sit with you? Like, do you want some company?
Hmm.
9 out of 10 times they're going to say yes.
It's the way you approach them.
But that one time that they say no, they could be there for somebody else.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to steal somebody's customer or anything like that. It's not worth it. If you just sit next to them and assume that they want you to sit next to them because you're pretty, that's not how that works.
And one thing about it too is, right? So at my club, Subi's place, I tell the girls, these are Subi's place customers.
Mm-hmm.
They're not your customers.
Right.
So one day they might want Siren. One day they might want another girl.
Yeah.
One day they might want another girl, right? But that's their choice. So once a girl one day gets maybe $200 from the customer, he comes back in, they think automatically that's their customer,
Right.
right? He might want somebody else today. It's like if you go in and eat the same ice cream or same pizza somewhere every single day, eventually you're going to get tired of it. But girls don't understand if they let this guy get a dance one day from this girl, from this girl, from this girl, they're going to come back because of the way you treated them.
Right.
Once they find out that these girls mistreated them and was mean to them, they're going to come back to you.
What's worse is when I've seen it to where people burn customers, where they'll overcharge them, they'll give them a bad dance, and they'll treat them like crap, and then expect them to come back. And I'm like, no, you just burnt that customer. He's probably not coming back.
No.
He's probably going to go to a different club now because you mistreated him.
Yes. And that I've seen that, and I've preached to my girls that. Another thing that I don't like my girls to do is I don't like when they call each other bitch. Hey, bitch. Yo, bitch. What are you doing, bitch? Right? And they think
Cute, playful.
yeah, it's playful. But what I try to tell them is when you use the word bitch at the beginning of the night, it's all fun, it's all playful. But then you get some alcohol in them, and 5 hours later, hey, bitch, who you calling bitch, bitch?
Yeah.
Then it becomes a confrontation.
And that's the stuff that I stayed away from so hard. I tried so hard to like stay away from conflict because that's not who I am. I'm not trying to call you bitch. I'm not trying to like get in your business or anything like that. And anytime like my friends, because I would consider some of the people that work there friends, right? That worked with me. Even when they were like getting into conflict and they're like, Siren, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, keep me out of it. I want nothing to do with it. Please leave me out of this. Turn around and walk the other way.
I remember when I used to get mad at certain girls or whatever, they would try to tell other girls about it. Like, Chuck's mad at me. Leave me out of it. You ain't getting Chuck mad at me. You messing with the wrong person. Because once he gets mad at you, it's going to be hard to get out, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And, and that's, I'm a very nice person. You've seen me there, right? I'm a very nice person. I don't bother nobody. I just want everybody, I tell them 3 major rules as I have, right? Make money, be happy, and go home safe, right? But when they do things out of the ordinary, and then I do get in their ass a little bit, they're like, Chuck yelled at me. No, I didn't. I tell you what's right from wrong. You ain't seen yell.
Also, so what if he does yell at you? That's his job. Like,
it's what I'm supposed to do.
If you're doing a bad thing, you get yelled at for it. Like,
I'm dealing with 30 women a night on their periods, different personalities, going through different situations, different problems.
And we understand the situations that you're going through. That's not an excuse to be a shitty person.
And I have to manage that, right?
Right.
So when everybody's like, oh, you got the best job in the world. I wished I had your job. No, you don't. You don't know what it's like to do scheduling. Girls not have enough girls. Owners calling you and say, where's all the girls?
Yeah.
Doing the scheduling. Then waitresses calling off last minute, like a half an hour before your shift. Or bartenders calling off.
Mm-hmm.
Or quitting. I have to replace them.
Turkey.
Yeah, cold turkey. No 2-week notice, no nothing. Or you hire a girl, they work one day, and the next day don't even show up for their scheduled day. It's like I'm dealing with a different generation of people, or young ladies and men. I've dealt with doormen and bartenders and stuff like that. And they come in, work a day, make $100, and they don't want to come in the rest of the week. Some girls will make $300 in one day, and they had a good day at work, maybe 5, but they don't want to come back to work the rest of the week. They want to live off that $300 or $500. Like, I don't understand. Wouldn't you want to come in and make as much as you can?
Wouldn't you want to make more than working at a gas station? Because I was making like $300 a week at the gas station.
Siren makes that in 2 hours when she's working over here.
Literally. I'm like, I can't fathom not working the full week. Like, It doesn't make any sense to me. Because, yeah, you have bad days. And the bad days suck really bad. And they feel really bad. And they make you feel bad about yourself.
Yes.
But when you have a good day, that makes up for all the bad days.
Yes, that's what oh my God, man. I wish everybody knew that, right? So you might have 2 bad days. I don't want to come to work. It's going to be slow. All it takes is one customer to give you 500
Right.
and fall in love with you, right?
Yeah.
Now you made 500 in 3 days.
Right.
In what society are you going to make that, right?
Yeah.
In what society? I mean, where are you going to make that type of money?
Well, and you also have to build that rapport with these customers. You can't just expect them to come in and then give you $500 or whatever and then dip and then not build that rapport with them. You have to build a relationship with the customer to make consistent money. Because then they're going to come in and they're going to want you again because you built a relationship with them.
And that's something that I did wrong over the years when I danced Siren, and I regret it to this day. But when I danced, we didn't have the social media, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even have camera phones yet, believe it or not.
Yeah.
MySpace didn't even come out yet, right? So all we had was the Nextel walkie-talkies or something. We thought that was the cat's meow, right? So they didn't understand, so when they came to see us live, right? And when they come to see us live, that's the only time they got to see us was at the club.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the girls I used to treat so mean, right?
Yeah.
Because they would nag on me and want all my time and want, they were so aggressive, right? Like, the more mean I was to them is the more they liked me. And that was crazy, right? Like, I used to be so mean. And I didn't mean to be. It's just, I had diabetes. Sometimes my blood sugars would be off whack. Sometimes I'd be irritable. And sometimes I'd cuss them out. And then I'd go back and apologize. And I didn't mean to be like that. But I had so many women back then liking me, right?
Mm-hmm.
That if that person got mad at me, I didn't care. But I didn't realize to think now that I'm older, I should have treated them way better.
Yeah.
And some of them I did mistreat. And I will admit that on camera. That there's a lot of girls I did mistreat. I apologize to every single one of them. If I could take it back, I would. Maybe one day I get to see you guys in person so I can apologize in person to you ladies. I know I sold a fantasy and you guys fell in love with that fantasy or that person, and I still mistreated you and you still gave me money. I remember I used to charge sometimes a girl's $1,000 to sit with me, to sit on a box and dance for them all night, right? And then I'd still go dance for other people and they'd say, hey, you're supposed to dance for me. I paid for you all night. Oh, I just did that quick dance. Did that quick dance. And I'd still mistreat them in a certain way where I shouldn't have did that because they paid for my time.
Yeah.
Right? And I shouldn't have did that. So I just want to apologize to all them ladies out there that I mistreated. I shouldn't have did it. I mistreated a lot of them as far as being mean, cussing them out, not having the tolerance for them. But some of them were over aggressive, Siren. Some of them were too pushy.
I'm sure you were tired of that.
And I worked 5 days a week sometimes. And it was, what it's like. You work 5 days, you're getting pressured every day, you're getting groped on every day. Like it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
It gets overwhelming. And I just wanted to say, ladies, I apologize for the last time. I love you guys. I really, really loved everybody who liked me and gave me money and dances. I appreciated every single one of them. I wish I would have had Siren come and see me perform live once.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
You get to see me all the time.
Yes, and you're very good on stage. So there's, like I said, we didn't have the social media and stuff like that. But I think social media has ruined a lot of things for a lot of people now. What do you think about that subject?
I mean, I think it's ruined things, but it's also opened a lot of doors that wouldn't have been opened otherwise. Like, for example, OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans, and
Shout out your OnlyFans. Shout it
Squid and
out.
Inks.
Say it again so they can hear.
Squid and Inks. It's SQUITTENINKS. So onlyfans.com/Squid and Inks.
Make sure you guys look her up. Beautiful lady.
Thank you. I actually have
sure.
a professional shoot that I'm doing on Sunday. This upcoming Sunday, so the photos should be ready by the next week. So in about 2 weeks, I'll have professional photos up there.
She's beautiful. Beautiful.
But yeah, like OnlyFans, like some of those people have they met me on the internet, and they clicked on my OnlyFans link, and I've reached them through the internet.
Okay.
Solely through the internet. So I think that it has opened a lot of doors, even though it has like kind of given us this surrealism when it comes to social interaction. At the same time, I'm not only making money, but I'm making friends over the internet.
Good.
That I wouldn't have been made,
Good.
Otherwise. So.
And like, so I seen you, right? You have a podcast too?
No, I stream on Twitch, on
Okay.
twitch.com. I think that's twitch.com. But yeah, I stream on Twitch. I stream video games and all sorts of stuff.
She's a gamer.
I am a gamer.
What's your gaming tag name?
Squid and Inks.
Same as OnlyFans,
Same
as
everything.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But guess what? People know you by that name.
Mm-hmm.
They know you by your gaming name, your OnlyFans, so it's got to help, right?
Oh yeah. Having a brand, I think, is super important in this day and age, especially with the internet. Having your own personal brand is who you are, and if you build that, you can make money off of it. So,
man, that's awesome.
I saw an article the other day that said Gen Z is building their own brands, and that's how they're making money rather than building a career. Like that is their career, is their personal brand. And I was like, that's true, but it's not just Gen Z. It's everybody. We can all benefit from this.
Right. Well, I agree with that too in a certain way too, because I'm reaching out to a lot of people that I never got to reach out to through my podcast.
Exactly.
Now everybody's getting to watch it. Thousands of people that really never got to know of how I used to do things, where I used to work at Danny's of Windsor.
Yeah.
Now I'm bringing that to the forefront. Now they even think I'm crazier than what I was before. I know I'm crazy, right? But I'm in a good crazy. I'm not in a harmful, crazy way. I just like to have fun. I like to live life. Like I said, I've had diabetes my whole life. I've had 2 kidney transplants, been on dialysis, had retina surgery, went blind for 6 months. I've been through so much, got diabetic neuropathy, ED. Like, I've been through so much in my life to get to share my stories, your stories, and all my friends' stories, and get to stream it on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, stuff like that. In a way, it's like it's a blessing for me, right?
Yeah,
I get to tell and share my stories to everybody out there, kind of like how you do now with your OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
You get to show pictures and a story, and
Yeah.
you're selling something to them that they might not know about you at first, but then when they get to see it and visualize it, they're like, wow.
Yeah.
Right? So, are you a good gamer?
No, I'm terrible at games, but I love playing video games.
What games do you like to play?
So right now, I usually I was playing Elden Ring. I was playing which Elden Ring, I don't know if you've ever played it, guys, but it's a fantastic game. It's one of my favorite games.
Never
that I've
heard of
played.
it.
It's have you heard of Dark Souls?
No.
Okay. Well, it's a Souls-like game. But it I also played a lot of Overwatch with my friends, which is really fun. Terrible at that game. Don't at me. But right now I am obsessed, like absolutely obsessed with the Isle.
Okay.
As far as like computer games
See,
go.
this is all these new generation games.
Well, this one's actually an older game.
I used to be a Madden player.
Okay.
I was addicted to Madden, right? I loved to gamble on Madden, go all over Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati, different states, play different people from different states. Then I started playing people online,
Okay.
and we used to bet $1,000 a game.
Oh
Like
wow.
I literally was addicted to Madden, and we used to call our house the House of Pain because it would make dreams come true when you win a lot of money, and then you'd leave that house broke and painful. So I named it the House of Pain.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I played in situations to where Madden got so serious, I got robbed in my own house
Oh
by
no.
gunpoint because
What?
the group that I was with, we took all their money. I played with some of the top Madden players in the state and across the United States, and these guys were really good. They made me even better to be a real good player. And they took all their money. They came back and robbed us at gunpoint. They said it wasn't them, but how did they know my location? How did they know where
What
I
was
was
the
at?
motivation for that? You know.
Yes, that means they lost their money, told somebody else. They came. I remember walking up the back steps, opened the door, gun right to my head, walked me downstairs, laid everybody down, went through our pockets, took all our cell phones, and got robbed all over Madden. So that's why I
Jeez.
quit playing Madden.
Yeah, I can
I used to be
imagine.
one of the best players. Now I'll play sometimes for fun with some people that I know,
Yeah.
but I will never gamble like that on Madden again.
Yeah, that's sketchy, huh?
Never. That was like a bad situation. That was my time gaming that I used to like. And then now you can still gamble online, but you can send money through Cash App
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So that would have been a better option for me.
Could you
But
imagine somebody robbing you for your Cash App info?
yeah,
Right? Like.
give me your Cash App info right now. And then all of a sudden, all that money is going to them or
Crazy.
taking your money. So I just didn't like it. I used to have a gambling problem also with blackjack, stuff like that. I just quit gambling, period.
Hmm.
It was a bad situation for me.
I'm.
Did you ever gamble?
So, for a while there, we play poker a lot, and
Oh, I remember you telling me
yeah.
on Friday nights or something.
Or Sundays we play poker, and we've gone to the casino a couple of times, and I get eaten alive at the casino.
I remember you telling me,
terrible.
I'd be like, Siren, can you come into work tonight? She's like, Chuck, I'm going to play poker. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I love poker. It's so fun. It's even more fun with your friends because then they get mad at you, but they can't be too mad, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a good old time. Except I don't think I'll ever enjoy a casino again. I think the most fun of the casino is me walking around with a glass of wine and watching everybody else gamble.
Watching everybody else.
Yeah, like, ooh, look at you! You won a lot of money. Too bad.
Well, I'm glad, like we got to talk about different things besides, dancing, but what kind of advice, if somebody was to start fresh in the dance industry, the best advice that you would give them? If they're just starting out, don't know what they're doing, I want to hear it from them because I know the industry. I did the industry. I helped create the industry, right?
Mhm.
But I want to hear it from a girl's perspective
Okay.
of when you're first starting out. What
Yeah.
should they do? The approach they should take, stuff like that.
I think be safe, as always. Just
Mhm.
keep yourself safe. Um,
Don't let
don't
people know where you live all the time.
right or what kind of car you drive.
Yes.
So be safe. Be yourself, and if that is a nice person, then that's a nice person. But I definitely suggest being a good, nice person because it does get you a lot of money.
I agree with that. How about as far as going to where you get some of your outfits and stuff like that? Where would you go? And
So
heels.
heels, I usually go to oh, what's that website? Oh, I can't remember. See, I
But
told
there
you
is
on the spot. I'm like
but there
terrible.
is but there is a website though,
There's a
right?
website. Yeah, it's pleasure something.
Okay. We'll get it.
Well, I'll
We'll
get it
find
later.
it.
But it's
Did you go to any stores around here?
so Adam and Eve actually carries this brand that I order from.
So you can contact Adam and Eve.
Yeah, and they can tell you which what
Was
what their
that one of your
distributors
main
are.
stores that you went to? Was Adam and Eve?
Yeah, Adam and Eve is one of the only in-person stores that I would go to. Mostly because the quality to price ratio is there. But I have found a lot of things that like Victoria's Secret, not anymore, but like old school Victoria's Secret stuff is really good, if you can find that online. Um, and then I also shopped at like AliExpress and all those like apps, like phone apps. You can find really good deals. Like you're paying $5 and then you get something like really good. Like I have this baby doll dress that I got that I wear all the time for photo shoots.
Right.
And it's really high quality. So you can get really lucky on like AliExpress
And can
stuff
you
like
get
that.
can you get shoes and stuff like that on the same site, or do you got to go to a
No,
different site that's got shoes?
I would say that getting your shoes specifically from like a really good reputable brand is important, because I have gotten off-brand shoes from like Amazon and they're just not the same. The bottom of it is slippery, so you might fall and break your neck. Like don't get off-brand shoes.
They got to get them grips and stuff.
You
put
got to
'em in the
make sure
bottom.
that the bottom of it is nice. And the brand that I'm thinking of, which I can't remember for the life of me,
That's okay.
is a really good brand. But Adam and Eve does carry this brand.
Okay, and that's to get the shoes, and then
Yeah.
you got to get the grips on the bottom.
Yeah, you got to make sure the bottom is nice and grippy.
Yeah, so you don't slip and fall,
Yep,
right?
absolutely. Make sure you keep your shoes clean.
Yep.
That's another important. Don't wear your shoes out. Like that's idiocracy.
You know what's a pet peeve of mine at the club, right? The girls give dances, right?
Mhm.
And then they come out walking barefoot on my floor.
That's so strange to me.
And I'm
Like-
like, hey,
If
come
your
here.
shoe is that complicated to put on, don't wear it to a club.
And then I'm saying, what are you doing? They're like, what? I go, you're barefoot on my fucking floor.
Which is gross. For
Not only gross, right? But they don't understand that glasses are broken all night long and they don't
Mhm.
see it.
yeah.
And we can't get up every little piece of glass. So all it's going to take is for you to walk in a certain area, step on your foot,
Right.
split it wide open, and now you're going to be out for work for 2 to 3 weeks because you want
Right.
to walk around barefoot. Then it makes your feet black on the bottom.
Speaking of being out of work, do you remember when I broke my toe and couldn't work? I was like,
You're like, Truck,
"Where-"
I can't go to work. Hey, why, Siren? Oh, I broke my toe.
I broke my toe. I can't wear heels. I tried.
I'm like, out of all things to break, your
Oh,
toe.
man.
Was it your big toe?
It was my big toe. I was carrying a laundry basket full of clothes.
I broke the same toe, my left one.
Yeah, it was my left one too. I was carrying a laundry basket, and I had a puppy that I was training, right? And it was a Cane Corso, a big puppy. She was already like
Oh,
100 pounds,
man.
and she was only 6 months old. And my cat ran by, and she lunged at the cat. So I put my foot out to stop her from lunging at the cat, and her head rammed right into my toe, broke it sideways. I was like, no.
A girl stepped on my toe with her heels.
Oh no, that's not good.
And I didn't even know it was broke until I got home because I have diabetic neuropathy.
Right, right.
So then my doctor goes, Chuck, who broke your toe? And I'm like, what toe? My toe ain't broke. I looked. And it's black and blue, shaped a
good.
different way.
Not good.
I was like, just like, remember when I broke my my foot
Yes.
and I used to have to wear that boot
Mhm.
to work? Do you know my foot was broke for a year and a half?
Oh my gosh.
And
Because
I
it
got,
just wouldn't heal.
no, it wouldn't heal because of diabetes. I
Yeah.
had charcoal foot. Charcoal foot is when your bones, if they do surgery, it could lead to amputation. But charcoal foot also, they didn't want to do surgery. They just let it try to heal on its own. It healed, but not all the way. My foot will never be the same, but I've had a lot of broken bones in that foot, my left foot, for some reason. I don't know why. But I remember when you did have your broken toe,
Yeah.
it reminded me of my broken toe, my
We're just-
broken
We're
foot.
twinning.
Yes, a lot of broken bones. The dance industry sometimes not safe,
It's not fun sometimes.
especially when you get stepped on by a heel.
or
Oh,
you break your toe and can't work for 2 weeks.
and the thing about it is, I didn't even know how I broke my foot. I didn't know. I don't know if it was me
Yeah.
in Vegas when I was getting off the bus and I hit this curb. I don't know if it was me trying to fix my koi pond and I remember stepping in this ditch and my
Oh,
whole foot
yeah.
twisted. I just don't remember because I didn't feel it, right? Because
Right.
of diabetic neuropathy.
You got those glass bones.
Yes, and my bones are brittle anyway because of dialysis treatments over the
Yeah.
years and kidney transplants, and my immune system's weak because of diabetes and just so much going on. But I remember we after wearing that boot a year and a half, and it sucked. So when you remembered me about your broken toe, it remembered me about my broken toe, broken foot.
You just
Oh,
been through it.
yes, been through it. And you know, that's the thing. It's like you never know. That's why I try to tell some of the girls too is save your money. You never know on a rainy day.
Right. No, I know a lot of girls that just like they'll make $1,000 and then blow the entire $1,000 on
Well, I'll
a
make
mall
it back.
trip or something.
And you might not make
You
that
might
back.
not. The industry is a fluctuate. It's like stocks.
It's
Like I was
up
saying,
and down.
it's up and down. So you never know.
One day you might make 100. Some days you might make 50. I've seen some
Yeah.
girls make nothing,
Oh
and
yeah.
then they get discouraged and oh, it's slow, right? Then the next day they make $1,000. I'm like, and they're all happy. And I try to tell the
That's
girls
Bill's
like,
money.
you can make as much as you want, but you got to take the good with the bad.
Hmm.
That's just the industry, period. You got to take the good with the bad, right? There's going to be good days, bad days, but at the end of the week or the end of the month, it will always average out to where you're making more than a normal job, guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's guaranteed.
Unless it's not, and in which case you had that money saved, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had that money for your bills, and then you just, what I would do is I would save all of my money, pay one bill, save all my money, pay another bill, save all my money, pay, and that way I had the bills money stocked up so that if I did have bad days or a bad week, I was still good on bills.
That's like
And
when
I
I
had
had,
extra
right.
spending money.
That's like when I had my second kidney transplant, right? I'll never forget, I was at work at Subi's place, and this was during the pandemic when we had to close at 11 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
right? It was a Memorial Day. I went to a family barbecue that day, and we passed U of M Hospital, the exit. And my mom goes, wouldn't that be great if you get a kidney and we could just drop you off right now? I'm like, oh, that'd be great. I get all the way to Jackson. I look and I have a missed call, right? So I get the missed call at U of M Hospital. I'm like, wow. I called. They says, Charles, would you be able to get a kidney today? I was like, would I? Oh my God, I'm so excited. They said, well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is there's 2 kidneys going out. The bad news is you're third on the list. But just stand by your phone because somebody might be out of town because it's Memorial Day weekend, right? They might not even be in town. So I'm waiting all night. Every time the phone rings, everybody is it U of M? Is it? No. They'd get depressed. Everybody at work. Then all of a sudden, 11 o'clock, when the lights came on, right? The lights came on, I get a phone ring.
Ooh.
They says, Charles, we have a kidney for you. Can you be at the hospital within the next hour and a half? I says, I'll get a police escort, right? And that's one of them situations to where I hurried up, got my stuff ready, got the transplant, came back to work. But back to the subject of saving. Luckily, I had money set aside saved
Right.
because I was off for a month or two, and
After
I
the
was
surgery.
able to pay my bills.
Yeah.
And then I came back very quickly on this one because I had to get back to work because it was very expensive. Having a kidney transplant, staying at home, having people watch me, go get groceries. It was just, it took a lot of money and effort for my family and me to go through the second kidney transplant because I've had 2. But yeah, luckily I saved money during that time where I didn't have to have a GoFundMe or anything like that. I just did it on my own. I
Right.
didn't want help. I wanted to do it myself. And that's what I did. And that's what we talked about by saving money.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
you
have
know-
to. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know if it's going to be a rainy day. So you got to save
Mhm.
money, ladies, if you ever get in the industry.
It's really good advice because I do know, like I said, a lot of girls that will just spend and think, oh yeah, I can just pay my bills with the next week, and then the next week's trash, and then where are you left?
And then they come in and they complain.
And then they complain to the customers, and then the customers don't want to give them money because they're complaining. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a very vicious cycle. And that's what people don't understand is you got to save your money, just for a rainy day. Set stuff aside. If you make 200, put $50 aside.
Yeah.
If you make 300, put 100 aside.
Yeah.
You can live on $200 for that day or the next couple days.
Yeah.
You just got to be wise with your money, ladies. If you get in the industry, be wise with your money. Because the more you make is the more you spend, period. The more you make, remember that. The more you make is the more you spend. So you have to cut that off at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you're just going to keep spending. And then all of a sudden you're going to be broke again. And then when you do need the money, you're going to go into work, be pressed, be in a bad mood. Then you don't make it. Then you get discouraged.
Yeah. That's another good piece of advice is when you go into work, put all that aside. Because, it really does make a world of difference for you to go in with a good attitude. Because that's when people are going to give you money.
And
that's when those customers that weren't planning on spending money will spend money because you're having a good day.
Right. So check this out. I had the beautiful Siren on today's podcast, man, and it's been a pleasure having you on my podcast. You're such a beautiful lady. You've always been nice to me, very respectful. I appreciate you working with me over the years at Subi's Place. It was a pleasure working with you. You never know, maybe we might have you back one day, maybe a couple months out of the year. I'd love to have you back again.
I'm sure I'll be back.
It's Chuck D After Dark Podcast. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check me out on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Go to my YouTube channel at Chuck D After Dark Podcast. I'm out of here. Next show will be coming up very soon. I will let you guys know who I'm bringing out next on my podcast for the next episode, but I want it to be a surprise. So we're going to be signing off. I just want to say thank you again. I love you, Siren, and I appreciate you coming out. Love you guys. Bye-bye.